We get ready, and we do. I haven't been told, and we're getting some messages about the internet jumping a little bit, but we are doing the best we can. That is out of our control at the moment, but we are doing the best we can to get that corrected with phone calls. Here's the tip controlled by the Lady Tigers. Craig Akers enjoying the popcorn across the way. He enjoyed that tip. And folks listening on WEIO and you folks on the streaming side, remember we have the radio audience that we're having to paint the picture for them as well. Played 15 seconds. And here is Campbellsville with the basketball. Late. Right baseline goes into McGeorge. Good person to go to is blocked by Big Head. They get a foul on Mickey, and Coach Nelson not happy with the call. Mickey Head had 7 blocks earlier this year. We thought she tied the program record for blocks in a single game. And Clay, you reminded me she had 9 last year.
She had already set that record, and on that possession, well, first I should say, Mickey played a great defensive game against Thomas More here a week ago. That time, too much contact as she fouled McGeorge on the forearm, and McGeorge goes to the line.
70% free throw shooter. And the young lady from Tompkinsville, Kentucky, missed it. She'll try again. Outstanding player. When they played earlier, she had only 5, but they won by 7. She averages almost 11. This one is there, and it is a 1-0 Campbellsville lead. The freshman across the timeline, Callan Howard. I call her Coach Cal. I'm not sure she appreciates that or not, but I continue to do that. Working left wing, Faust. Kentuckian in her own right from Dry Ridge. Ball knocked away, gets it back. Faust over to Howard. Howard left to the key. They go to a little confusion right now what they want to do offensively. Here's Faust driving in, taking a tough shot, and got it. Faust lays it up and in. It's a 2-1 game, and a nice move by Faust.
I don't think that was the called play. They were waiting for somebody to cut to the basket. Campbellsville denying that. So a nice pull-up by Faust to give Bethel the 2-1 lead early.
McGeorge over here to her teammate. Campbellsville playing shorthanded tonight. We'll recap that for you again in case you're just joining us. Out front is Lauren Lee. Lexi, a big hello to her. Had surgery this morning. Hope she's doing okay. McGeorge underneath, doing what she does great. And Best draws a foul, and they're going to get 13. They get Ryan Roberts trying to help that time. And Roberts commits the foul. And to the line again will be McGeorge. 1 of 2 there tonight. Ginger Coleman, 400 wins in her great career. Glad to have her on a moment ago. Free throw by McGeorge is up. It is there. We're tied at 2. Underway here tonight at Crisp Arena, where Bethel has been awfully good here. 136-23. McGeorge cleans the whistle again. It is a 3-2 game. Lady Tigers.
Well, 2 possessions they've gotten in the hands of McGeorge both times, and she's gone to the free throw line both times, so that's something to watch if you're Bethel.
Head out to Howard to Faust. Down low to Head. Here's Millie Bryant, outstanding player. Right wing, Ryan Roberts, a 3, very flat. No, the Tigers are in the house. Coach Vernon has his bunch here. Front court, and a little Euro step, but it's knocked away. Stolen away as Late made the move and couldn't convert. The other way will be Bethel. Here's Faust driving in. Faust will move in, put it up. He's going to go in. Let's see if it counts. They get a charge. Got a charge on Faust. Proper call, I think, Clay.
I think so, too. Charge called against Jenna Faust, her first, and Bethel already committed 3 team fouls in just under 2 minutes of gameplay here.
Put her head down that time, lowered the shoulder, and got called for it. Good crew here tonight, 3-2. We played 2 minutes of the game. Left wing over there is Boyle. Boyle goes to Pritchard. I've always liked Pritchard. She's just a steady player. I wouldn't call her a glamorous player, but boy, she's awfully good. Late with it. They go inside of McGeorge again. Why not? She's done her damage. Wheels, deals, and a little scoop up to the hoop. Up, no good. Head rebounds. Front court, Millie Bryant. Cats want to run. Bryant drives in. Out to Howard. The freshman's 3. Back rim, no. And the rebound's controlled by Pritchard. Pritchard does so many things right for them. Front court, Campbellsville doing what they do great as well. And they push the ball in the front court, but they missed the shot. No good on the shot by Lee. Here's Ryan Roberts the other way. Ryan Roberts, lay up there.
Roberts just blows by the defense and goes to the basket, and Bethel back in front, 4-3.
That's what she's doing this year, Clay, that she has not done in previous years. Not selling for the 3 all the time. That time she had the break anyway. Bethel in a zone. Looks like almost it's a matchup zone is what it is. Clay's much better at picking out those defenses than I am. McGeorge again trying to get Head down low. Puts it up, no. Trying to go inside that time. Head pushed her out there a little bit. And now working with it now on the deflection is Boyle. Head did a good job not fouling McGeorge. They're going right at Head very quickly. Pritchard with it. Pritchard, right elbow. Throws over there for the wide open 3. Back rim, no, by Lee. Rebound control by the Cats. Here's Millie with it. Millie front court, Howard. Howard angles on left. Boy, Campbellsville gets back in great Chris talked about their defensive stalwart. And here's Ryan Roberts. It's there. 15-footer right elbow. It's a 6-3 game.
Ryan showing that range.
He did a better job describing than I just did a moment ago. Chris talked about how well schooled Campbellsville is defensively. You think about them averaging points, and they do. 70, make it 80.9 points a game, but boy, they only yield 60. Down low, nothing there. They go out to McGeorge, top of the key. Inside to Pritchard. Pritchard against Bryant. Pritchard puts it up, no. And the rebound's controlled by Lady Cats. Front court, Millie Bryant. Next dead ball. Clay will have all the shooting stats here for you, team-wise. Head to three. She's been struggling, but not this time. There.
Head hits the three, out the assist by Mickey Bryant, and the Lady Wildcats in front by 6.
9-3 your score. 5:40 left here. Not a huge crowd in here, but a good crowd. It's 20 degrees outside. Some folks just probably staying at home watching. Working down along underneath the bucket is Lee. Nothing there. They go out to the lefty. There's a shot up, no good by Lake. And the rebound's controlled by Fouls. Bethel doing a good job on the boards, Clay.
They are. That time the defense collapsed to the baseline, so Bethel got a break there, but able to come away with a defensive rebound.
Millie a three. It looked good when he left, but it was too long. Battle for the rebound, and great hustle by both teams, and Campbellsville pulls it out. Front court pass, Boyle. Boyle, 12-footer, yes. Boyle shoots 48%. Looked pretty good that time, didn't she, Clay?
She did, and Campbellsville does a nice job getting back on in transition. That time gets the points.
Head to Howard to Ryan Roberts. She'll drive in the paint. Little floater. Got it. Ryan Roberts very active early with 6 early points. Bethel has figured out something in that defense to get in the paint a couple, 2 or 3 times here. That's unusual against Campbellsville. 11-5. Working right baseline is Boyle. Can't shoot. Out to McGeorge. Good ball movement as they swing it around for the 3 by Pritchard. No. Rebound controlled by Kellen Howard. One and done thus far, isn't it?
Well, limiting those second chance opportunities is going to be key for Bethel in this game, and on that possession they did just that.
3 deep left. Millie Bryant, no. Howard, the freshman, digs out that rebound. They leave her open and she doesn't shoot. Inside to Millie. Out to Roberts. The quick release for the 3. Too hard. You can tell when he left. Ball deflected out of there and it's loose. Pritchard comes up with it. And we've got a scramble for it now. A jump ball. And the ball belongs to the Lady Wildcats. In the ball game will be Taylor and Mara, who's been out with an Achilles problem. She's going to come in. Before that, though, we'll pause for a 30. It's a media timeout. 4:12 left in the first. Bethel off to the pretty good start against the third-ranked team in the nation. They lead the Tigers 11-5. Stay with us at 30 on the Bethel Basketball Network.
.412 to go, first quarter. Bethel leads Campbellsville 11-5 in this women's Mid-South Conference game. Bethel shooting 50% from the field early. Campbellsville just 1 of 8 from the field. Bethel has hit 1 3-pointer on 6 attempts so far. Campbellsville yet to attempt a 3-pointer. Campbellsville, their first 3 points came at the line with McGeorge. They are 3 for 4 there. Turnovers, Campbellsville has attempted 1. Bethel yet to turn it over. And rebounds, Bethel with an early 6-4 advantage. Individually, Ryan Roberts has 6. Mickey Ed with 3. Jenna Faust with 2 for Bethel. For Campbellsville, Ashley McGeorge has 3. Those 3 free throws mentioned a moment ago. Maddie Boyle with 2. And that's the scoring as Bethel leads 11-5 with 4:12 to go in the opening quarter.
Ginger brings Calvert in the game. Also in the game will be Caitlin Wilkes from Stamford, Kentucky. Calvert, young lady from my old Kentucky home, Bardstown. 11-5 your score. 4:12 left here. I'm sure the Taylor County folks like me happy with that Cat win last night down in College Station. Haven't watched the game yet. I'll watch it sometime of the weekend. I have high school games tomorrow and college Saturday, so I'm not sure when I'll get to it, but I will. Tough game at Auburn. Boy, Bryant almost walks. Mars 3. No, short. Rebound control by Wilkes, who went high to get it. Right now, the kids from Campbellsville out rebounding their opponents 32-28 per game. Bethel at 34-33. So pretty even steven both teams. Calvert with it. And they also have in the game Sarah Sutton. Sutton killed Bethel up there. She had a nice effort with 15. A shot up by Calvert. No. Rebound controlled by Roberts. More people coming into the arena tonight. Men's game to follow at 8. Campbellsville's lost 6 in a row. Here's Millie Bryant. 3. No. Cats struggling from outside. Then have 1 of 8. Not very good, Clay.
Plenty of opportunities, but have only been able to hit one thus far. And down the court, Campbellsville turns it over.
Well, Taylor went high to get that thing. I thought maybe it went off her, but they say no, it goes off Wilkes, I think. 11-5, 6-point game, 3:24. Tigers were number 1 in the nation for a long time early in the year, and then they lost to Thomas More. And they'll close out the regular Mid-South Conference season at Campbellsville. I don't bet a lot. Well, I don't bet at all, really. But if I did, I'd put my money on Campbellsville when Thomas More goes there. They're awfully good. Bethel took them to the wire here. Here's down low. They get exactly what they want. They get Wilkes inside against a smaller opponent, Taylor, but she missed it badly. Glass, nothing else, Clay.
That's right. Taylor maybe just in the right position there to disrupt her on defense.
No one's going to outwork Taylor. Here's a 3. No. Howard. Look, go to the left, that deep left corner. The band down there, the Renaissance Regiment Pep Band. Derek Jones. They're worth 10 points in here every night. 11-5 your score. Working with it now. Campbellsville down to our right. We work just right at press row, right next to the Bethel bench. Oh, nice pick and roll. Calvert down low and laying up and in is Wilkes, and you hear the folks behind us, the Campbellsville fans. That's a nice play.
I was just thinking, well, we've got Wilkes far from the basket, and at that moment she cut to the basket, and a nice pass to her and the easy 2.
11-7. Cold outside, nice in here. Smell the popcorn. Here's Ryan Roberts. That thing actually got a little bit piece of the glass, it looked like.
It did.
A 3.
Roberts with 9 points here in the first 6 minutes of this game. She has 9 of Bethel's 14.
That's her first 3. She leads Bethel in 3-point attempts and in made. 14-7. Working with it now, Calvert. Calvert looks inside to Pritchard. Not there. Bethel trying to tie Pritchard up as she gets it. Bethel's defense has been outstanding thus far. Lee with it. Lauren Lee will drive in. One of the Lee gals puts it up. Short shot, about 3-footer. Yes. Lee and the Lakes. They are awfully, awfully good. Great guards. They've had some great ones up here through the years. Lauren Lee, young lady from Liberty, Kentucky. Howard drives in. Scooped to the hoop. Missed it. Boy, had a wide open look. Couldn't go, and it's a 14-9 game, and Pritchard comes down with it. Lexi back home watching and listening. A big hello to her tonight. I know they hope to get her back, and we hope she's back pretty soon for them. Howard with it after the Bethel steal. Over to Morrow's 3. Got it! Morrow. It is a 17-9 game, Clay, and Bethel shooting the ball pretty well at stretches of the game. 6 of 15 from the floor, 2 of 10, though, from outside, but their second consecutive 3.
That's right. That was the third made 3-pointer for Bethel. Keeley was the leading scorer when we played Campbellsville up there, and she hits the 3 right there.
Yeah, she had 19. Down low, Wilkes puts it up. Tough shot, no. Taylor gets that rebound. Taylor undersized to play the big gals down there, but she makes up for it with quickness and hustle. She really goes after it. I don't know if anyone plays any harder. Bryant almost walks out to Howard, right of the key. Back to Millie, left of the key. Goes in the corner there tomorrow. They get out on her this time. They go out to Howard. Has the 3. In and out. Tough break. Bethel trying to get those 3s going here. That would have been big there. 17-9 the other way. Here's a quick 3. It's up. It is there. Or do they call it a 2? Just a 2 by Sarah Sutton. She had 15 in the game up there.
Well, she can shoot, and that time an open look, and she knocks it down.
Out to Mara at the buzzer. The 3. Got it! And that ends your first quarter. Keely Mara with 2 threes, and the Cats are hot. They lead the Tigers 20-9 at the end of 1. We'll take a 1-minute break. We're back after this on the Bethel Basketball Network.
We played the first quarter here at Crisp Arena, and the Bethel Lady Wildcats lead Campbellsville 22-11. Welcome back in, everybody. Clay Cottom, Diamond Dave McCulley. Bethel shooting 44% from the floor in the opening period, 8 of 18. The Lady Wildcats hit 4 3-pointers on 13 attempts. Campbellsville shooting 29%, 4 of 14 from the floor, 0 for 3 on 3-point attempts. Turnovers, Campbellsville with 3, Bethel with 1, and rebounds even at 10 as we start the second quarter.
We begin this second stanza with an air ball by Maddie Boyle. Maddie getting the start tonight with Lexi Lake out. Well, I guess from a standpoint of wanting to win, well, no, I'm not even going to say that. You want to see the great players play. But Maddie, a good little player, but Lexi, an awfully good player, one of the best in the conference. But I still wish she was here and playing. Here's Faust pushing off a little bit, got away with it. Up, no, McGeorge to get that rebound. McGeorge is as steady as they get. The senior from Tompkinsville played at Monroe County High School. 20-11. I know most of the counties and county seats up there, but I'm not sure. I've got to think about where Monroe County is. 20-11. They're in Taylor County, the Campbellsville Lady Tigers. Here's the drive and ball knocked away. Faust comes up with it. Turnover that time by Faith Lake. And now fouled in the backcourt. And I think they get Lake. A little frustration trying to get the ball back.
Personal foul number 11, Lake, her first.
Give you some individual scoring. Ryan Roberts leads Bethel with 9 points. Keely Morrow has 6 on a pair of 3-pointers. Mickey Head with 3 and Jenna Faust with 2. Ashley McGeorge is the leading scorer for Campbellsville at this juncture, 3 points. 2 points each for Lauren Lee, Maddie Boyle, Sarah Sutton, and Caitlin Wilkes.
And you hate to say I talked to Bailey Pettigo before the game as well. Had a nice little chat with her. Great point guard. Then Madison Shepard not playing this year. Hate that she's not playing with that bad back. Now here's Howard driving in. Dipsy-doo puts up a wild shot. Not close. Rebound control by the Tigers. Here they go the other way. Left wing, Lake. 3. Bingo. Knocked it in. That's her first points of the night. And it's 20-13.
Yeah, Bethel can't afford to give Faith too many good looks at the basket. That time hits it from long range.
No doubt about it. Struggle a little bit from the outside this year, though. Only 23%. Down low, Head can't shoot. Out to Faust. To Howard. Bethel just jacking up threes right now. They miss another. When they're putting them up there, you're going to hit some sooner or later. 4 of 14. The other way now is Lee. Lee. Out to Lake again. Another 3. This time flat, no. And the ball out of bounds off McGeorge. Like Coach Callis says, hey, I want you to shoot, but you got to make some of them. 20-13. Lake's awfully good. She missed that one. You wonder a little bit without Pettigo, too, without Lexi Lake. Drummond's not playing as well tonight. Madison Drummond's. And Madison Shepard out for the season. You wonder a little bit how it affects them a little bit in the second half. They're winning a little bit.
This is the different look Campbellsville team. We'll see when we get to the second half the effect of that. But already here in the first, just a different combination of players on the floor. Coming off the bench, the chemistry for Campbellsville. They've just played 2 games in the last 2 weeks. They played 2 weeks ago Thursday, and then last Thursday night with some games canceled due to health issues.
Great point, Clay, because they've all been sick. Ginger's been sick. And running leaner that time by Faust, no good. And a rebound by the Tigers. Boyle in the front court. Calvert's back in there. Ginger, no one better than orchestrating combinations than she. She's got more people in there now, more reserves. And here's a shot put up, no, blocked by Morrow. And it goes out of bounds. 14 shot clock, 7:23 game clock. Clay's going to talk to Jeff Britt at halftime about the men's game. We'll take a little break. I've had a long day up since about 4 a.m. this morning. Working with it now will be Campbellsville down to my right. Boyle with it, right corner. Out to Calvert right in front of us here. Back. She goes to Lee. Lee with it. Lee crossover dribble. Stops and pops. Great move and puts it up in. Boy, that's a nice shake and bake by the guard. Lauren Lee awfully good. She has 4 in the game.
Got Faust to back off from her and was able to release with no defense there. And they've cut it to 5. Campbellsville has after trailing by 9 at the end of the first quarter.
Bethel's gone stone cold from the outside. Now, as I say that, Millie drives in. It's blocked, but they say got her on the elbow. Ginger doesn't squawk about the call down to my left. And Millie Bryant to the line. On the air, Millie, the senior from nearby Dresden, 76%er. Hadn't scored tonight. Came in the game 1,237 points, 12th in the all-time list. 563 rebounds. That's 11th. She just moved into 11th all-time. Only the 10th player in Bethel history to have 1,000 points and 500 rebounds in a game. She missed this one, though. She'll try again. This one rattles and drops. Has her first point of the night. And Clay, she now is only 3 behind Tina Kata for 11th all-time in scoring.
I think I know Tina.
Played at Milan, your hometown.
That's right.
21-15, 3 on its way. Back rim no this time by Sarah Sutton. Ball out of bounds, and they give it to Bethel. In the ball game for the Tigers, Calvert's going to go out. They get a little slower, but they get bigger, and they get a little bit more scoring punch coming in the game. Pritchard averaging 10.1 points a game. George averages 10-7, Pritchard 10-1, Lee 9-1. They've got some firepower, no doubt. Ryan Roberts between the circles.
They have 7 players who average 7 or more for them per game.
They sure do. Here's Millie Bryant. Out to Faust. Thought about the 3. Doesn't shoot. Into Taylor. Taylor wheels and deals. Taylor, that nice spin move. That's her patented move, but she missed.
A nice move. Just couldn't get it to fall.
Great play. Yep, but just couldn't get it to go. Here's the ball. They work in the right corner. A 3 on its way. No good. That one put up that time by Boyle. I promise that looked like it hit the side of the backboard too and went in. Almost went in. Head with it, walk. Proper call. Wanted to take the 3, did not, and then decided to shoot it and walk with the ball. Her mom at every game across the way. Craig Akers is over there. He's holding the fort down with all the season ticket folks over there. 21-15, 5:52. Clay, good one thus far.
It is. Good game. As we mentioned, Bethel led by 9 at the end of the first quarter, but it's Campbellsville has outscored Bethel since that point by the tune of 4-1, and it's a 6-point game here with 5:40 to go before halftime.
Now, Campbellsville shorthanded tonight. They average 80 points a game. Bethel averages 67. The pace of the game, scoring-wise anyway, favors Bethel right now. They go on the right wing over here now, working with a newcomer in the game. That's Elizabeth Bertram. Can't shoot. Looks. They work it down low, and the ball knocked away. Taylor just took that ball right away from Wilkes. That was a bad pass to start with. Bethel crowd wanting a foul, didn't get it. Pass in the front court to Roberts, puts it up, no. Sort of an awkward catch with it. Awkward pass, awkward catch, awkward shot, and it did not go in.
And Roberts pretty much had to do all of that in one motion, and that's difficult to do. And going for the rebound, Roberts commits the foul, her second.
The NBA guys can do it, but not many other people can. Roberts out of the game. In for her will be Callan Howard. 21-15. Back in the game will be Faith Lake. Out of the game will be Pritchard. So Ginger doing, and again, you brought up a great point. You see Campbellsville huffing and puffing a little bit, and that's because they just haven't played a lot lately because of the sickness.
That's right. Just their 3rd game in 3 weeks. One of those was the loss to Thomas More. Then
not making excuses for them, but that's just what we see right here at Press Row.
They beat UT Southern a week ago tonight.
Campbellsville looking at that Bethel zone. They go inside, wheeling and dealing, putting up foul. As Wilkes got it, the Bethel crowd didn't like it, but that's the right call. It was too much contact. They're going to get Mara on the foul. Again, a big hello to our good friends up there. Matt Dawson at the game, Matt Payton, Jim Hardy. Sorry that they couldn't make the trip. We had all the space loaded for them. Michaela German and Taylor Cox. 21-15, good ball game. Cats by 6, 4:55, just to 30 when we come back. Clay will have a look at stats back after this on the Bethel Basketball Network.
Bethel Lady Wildcats lead by 6 over Campbellsville, 21-15. Only the Millie Bryant free throw in the scoring column for Bethel in the second quarter. Campbellsville's outscored the Lady Cats 4-1 in the first 5:05 of this period. For Bethel, Ryan Roberts has 9 points, Keely Morrow with 6, Mickey Head with 3, Jenna Faust with 2, and Millie Bryant with that free throw earlier in the quarter. Lauren Lee is the leading scorer for Campbellsville, now with 4 points. Ashley McGeorge has 3, 2 for Faith Lake, 2 for Maddie Boyle, 2 for Sarah Sutton, and 2 for Caitlin Wilkes. Bethel shooting now 33% from the field. Campbellsville shooting 29%. The Lady Tigers have yet to hit a 3 on 7 attempts. Bethel 4 of 13 on 3-point shots. Rebounds. Campbellsville with the advantage there, 16-11. Bethel's turned it over a couple of times. Campbellsville already with 5 turnovers in the game.
Wilkes free throw there. Well, I'm going to send Matt my cell number. He just sent me a message. Says Diamond Dave, Monroe County is Tompkinsville, home of Ginger High Calvin. I should have known that.
Wow, all right.
And it says it's right on the Tennessee line. Madison Clements played at Monroe County, but hail from Clementsville, Tennessee. We had a player on the McGuy side doing that. And appreciate that Matt is watching and listening, and hate that you're not here, Matt, our great friend of ours and one of the best announcers you'll ever listen to. 21-17 as Wilkes knocks them in. It's a 4-point game. Going to get you to send him, if you would, Clay, my cell number. You know my cell number as we do the play-by-play here. Faust gets the screen from Head, puts up the 3. Bingo. Jenna Faust shooting just 17% out there, knocked that one in, and it's 24-17. I know you remember my number. I bug you enough. Working with it now will be the high post pass to McGeorge. McGeorge dishes off to Lee. Lee, nowhere to go. They have it out here out front. Now late with it. Lee, shot clock down to 8, down to 7. Lee explodes in the paint, stops, pops, rims, tough break for her. Good break for Bethel. That's a nice move by Lake. It just wouldn't go down. I've always liked those late gals. 24-17. Bethel builds it back up to 7. Thank you, sir. You're multi-talented. Head with it. Head to the cutting Taylor. Taylor backs in. That's her patented move. Wheeling and dealing. Banking. Yes. How about the emergence of Kyla Taylor? We saw her emerge in the game down at Freed Hardeman, and she's played brilliantly ever since. Forced to play when Bethel having sickness and injuries. And it's been a silver lining of that sickness anyway. Left wing lead. Working out here now. Bertram can't shoot, left elbow. Bethel's defense has been pretty solid. 26-17. Matches the biggest lead of the game. Shot clock down to 5, down to 4. Campbellsville rushing it up there. An air ball. Marr comes down that rebound. Boy, Bethel's defense was really good. I thought their defense against Thomas More, Clay, was outstanding. And it looked like the Thomas More defense there, didn't it?
It really was. Coming into this game, I thought it was going to take the same caliber effort tonight. And so far, Bethel has seen that play out on the court.
Yeah, driving up and putting up that left hand. It might look like an awkward shot to a mini, but she can hit that. There's a good look at Chris Nelson on your screen there, streaming there. He's all decked out in his Cal-type gear tonight, back with a suit tonight. Where's the casual clothes on the road and dresses up at home? He and Mark Vombo.
That's right.
They can't touch Jennifer Nelson, though. She's much better looking and very dapperly dressed at all times. Head up, it's there. Mickey has 4 in the game. Mickey struggled on the line this year, 58%. Bethel as a team shooting right at 71. Campbellsville, when you told they're a really good one as well. And knocks them both in. And Clay, this is the biggest lead of the game.
It is. Bethel led by 9 at the end of the quarter and then 9 just a moment ago. And after Head's free throws, it's Bethel by 11, 28-17 as we go under 3 minutes to play before halftime.
Campbellsville led early, 1 point. Here's a shot by McGeorge. You won't see her miss that often. Now she fouls. McGeorge missed the shot. Then their haste to get it back, fouled, and it appeared to be the proper call, and you don't see her miss that often, that low. I mean, you're talking about a kid that shoots 56% from the floor. She goes out. That's her second foul. That's a big one there. Second foul on McGeorge.
It is, and a nice job by Kyla Taylor. Defensive position, and then got the board. She, to go with her 2 points already, has 2 rebounds. She's a difference maker in the game.
Neither team shooting free throws yet in the bonus variety anyway. Head with it. She can hit that 3, but doesn't look at it this time. Taylor gives Faust the screen. Faust comes off that screen, puts up the 3. Too hard, no. Rebound controlled by the quick cat-like hands of Lauren Lee. Lee front court. Lee, I think one of the more unheralded players in this league. Working out here now to Pritchard. I've always loved Pritchard. She's just she reminds me of when Ginger played. I've seen some of those films. Ginger succeeded Donna Wise. You know, Clay, it's hard to follow a legend, but she's done just that. Down low, we're going to get 3 seconds. They get 3 seconds on Wilkes with 2:10 left. How many turnovers on the Tigers?
That's going to be the 6th turnover on Campbellsville in the first half. Bethel has turned it over twice. And again, it's Kyla Taylor down there with the defense. A couple of Lady Wildcats there joining her, forcing the 3-second call on the turnover for Campbellsville.
Unusual stat on Bethel this year. They're 3-2 when the other team has more turnovers. They're 5-7 when they have less turnovers. Right now, it's 6-2. They have the advantage here. Down to Head, wants that basketball. Head backing in. To going underneath, puts it up, got it, and foul. That time, Wilkes could not handle her. And Head knocks it in.
1-on-1 against Wilkes.
Ginger not squawking the officials. She's talking right now to Wilkes.
Yeah, Dave. Head went to her left, up and under to the basket, hits it earns the trip to the free throw line. Bethel up 13 with a chance to make it 14 here at 1:50 left before the break.
30-17. Head, yes, she's feeling it. 6 in the quarter, 9 in the game, and Bethel ups the lead to 31-17. If you're a Bethel fan, don't get real excited. This bunch trailed University of Cumberland all night and then came back and won. Here's Millie Bryant with a steal. Millie will go in the other way with the left hand. Yes, Millie Bryant. Let's see if Ginger calls a timeout. She does not. Millie Bryant, 4 in the quarter. And now it's a 33-17 Bethel lead. Surprise thus far. Working with it. Here's the drive, put up, and the shot no good. Boy, Campbellsville having some tough luck. That's a nice move that time, but Wilkes couldn't get it to go.
Campbellsville shooting 25% from the floor.
Fouch to Millie Bryant. 3 up. That'd have brought the house down. They would have, but she missed it. Saw some people actually standing over there, and then they had to sit down real quick. Working left wing, Lake. Lake drives underneath. Good pass to Wilkes. Lay up there. Nice pass. Nice assist. And Wilkes lays it up and in.
And that breaks, if I'm correct, Dave, an 11-0 run by Bethel.
It does, yeah. Bethel led 20-9 at the end of one. They cut it to 20-15, and now it's 33-19. Millie Bryant to Faust. Bethel right now shooting 40%. Campbellsville 27. They're not going to shoot the ball that poorly all night. Faust won that basketball, didn't get it. Millie with it. Millie would drive in, puts it up, missed it. Oh, nice move and great execution on the pick that time, but Millie just hit the bottom of the rim with it, to be honest with you. You folks watching the stream, remember we have a radio audience trying to paint the picture for them. And now with 17 game clock, 12 shot clock, a little bit of a difference. Late with it, deep left against Howard. She goes to the cutting Pritchard. Pritchard gets the screen from Wilkes. On the pick and roll, they go down to Wilkes and a foul on Bethel. Nice execution. These teams, or these kids like Bethel, played a lot of basketball together. They know each other's moves very well. Taylor will pick it up. Third team foul, so no free throws. So with 7 seconds left, Campbellsville will call the 7-second play.
We've seen Campbellsville play here in this arena. They came down to McKenzie in that opening weekend tournament of the season.
We had football, and I didn't get a chance to see them a lot, but you saw them, didn't you?
I did.
33-19. Trying to get it in this time is Lee. Gets it in out here to Pritchard. Pritchard with it, top of the key. Pritchard back again, can't shoot. They get the 3 off, no good. Bethel dodged the bullet there as Boyle had it on the back rim. It would not go down. And the Tigers playing shorthanded tonight. Trail Bethel 33-19 at the break. We'll take a 2-minute break. Be back. Clay will have stats.
33-19. It's a 14-point Bethel lead, and Bethel will have the basketball as we begin the third quarter of play.
We apologize again, a little technical problem with the audio that time during the break, and I apologize for that. We have that corrected as well. It will test your patience sometimes with internet in this building and some of the particulars that we have issues with, but we're getting all that ironed out. Russ Davis is tuned in tonight out in California. Vanguard's head mentor. They're ranked in the top 20 as always. Millie Bryant takes it to the hoop, puts it up, got it. Millie Bryant picks things right up where Bethel left off. She has now 6 in the game and a great drive and a way to open up this half.
Oh, what a move by Millie to the basket. And Bethel matches their largest lead at 16 here in the early part of the third quarter.
Down low, Pritchard has it. Pritchard underneath, can't shoot. Bethel really collapsed on her in great shape. Here's a 3 there, and knocked in by Maddie Boyle.
Campbellsville's first made three-pointer comes at the 9:25 mark of the third quarter, and the lead to 13.
That might be the biggest shot of the game thus far for Campbellsville. 35-22, 9-13. Boy, the end of the second stanza in a ball game, and the first few minutes of the third stanza really big. Mickey takes it in, and McGeorge couldn't handle her. Mickey head, yes.
Well, if that's the case, and a lot of times I've heard it said, then Bethel's off to a great start here, scoring on both of their possessions to open the second half.
Bethel's defense has been superb.
Yes.
Kevin McKay listening to us. He's on his way here. Russ Davis, big hello to you out there, buddy. We have that audio straightened out now. Here's appreciate your help. Here's Late driving in. Late with a lefty, and the bank, yes. The old adage, the bank is open on a Thursday night in McKenzie. And it's 37-24, so the team swap baskets here to open up this third stanza.
Campbellsville's gotten 5 points. Bethel has 4, and the teams come out shooting from the locker room.
Even shorthanded, Campbellsville will not fold tent. They will fight to the end, and they'll make a couple big runs. Mickey, again, takes McGeorge to school that time. You don't see that very often. And head, yes.
Looks left and then goes right, strong to the rim. A nice move by Head.
I don't think Ginger's happy with her post defense right now. Now McGeorge drives in, blocked by Mickey Head. Blocked out of bounds. How many blocks does she have in her career? 249, folks. 39-24, 18. Right, nice defensive move.
And she's the first Bethel player in double figures with 12 points in the game.
Mickey's been struggling. Her average down to 8. Working with it. Jumper, Boyle, no. Rebound control by Campbellsville, though. Here's McGeorge back up. Yes! That's why she's an all-conference player. McGeorge not having the best of nights, but knocked that in. She's fouled, and who got her, Clay?
That's going to be Mickey Head. Mickey's second foul. First foul of the half, for the quarter, I should say, on Bethel.
They're having their little one-on-one game right now, aren't they?
They are on both ends.
39-26. McGeorge up. McGeorge, no. Rebound, Ryan Roberts. Roberts, deceivingly, pretty good little rebounder. I mean, she averages almost 4 per game. 39-26. 3+ anyway. Here's Millie with it, left of the key. Remind you folks watching the stream, we have a radio audience. Hit almost double dribble that ball. Swings into the corner to Roberts. The quick 3. No, too hard. Mickey couldn't come up with it. McGeorge had her blocked out nicely, and Mickey knocked the ball out of bounds. Timeout. Coach Nelson calls the 30. We're going to keep it here, Clay. 39-26. And your thoughts about the first few minutes of the second half, sir?
Well, Campbellsville comes out of the break shooting the ball better. Bethel's shooting pretty well, too. The teams trading baskets. Campbellsville got that 3, their first of the game as well. And the lead now for Bethel is 13 with 7:31 to go here in the third quarter. Lady Wildcats 39, Campbellsville 26. Bethel's shooting 43% for the game. Has hit 5 3-pointers. Campbellsville just the one, as we told you a moment ago. It's a whole 31% from the floor for the Lady Tigers. Rebounds, Campbellsville 20, Bethel 17. Campbellsville has a couple of offensive rebounds, Bethel just with 1. Individually, Mickey Head with 12 points to lead the way for Bethel. Roberts has 9, Morrow with 6, Faust with 5, Bryant with 5, and Taylor with 2. And Caitlin Wilkes leads the way for Campbellsville with 6, Boyle with 5, McGeorge now has 5, Lee with 4, Faith Lake with 4, Sutton with 2.
Matt, we appreciate you checking in with us as well. We do have that audio straightened out now. Matt Payton, the great voice of the Campbellsville Tigers. The largest halftime deficit of the year for the Lady Tigers had been 6 at Pikeville and at Cumberland's. You ever listen to Matt?
I have. And enjoy his broadcast. Absolutely. They do a great job up at Campbellsville. And Bethel is 9-0 on the season when leading at the half, but we still have 17 and a half minutes to play in this one. A long way to go against a very good Campbellsville team.
Matt's got that call on the 3 that the Tigers hit. Very distinctive and very, very good. Working with it. Pritchard just inside the free throw line. Nothing there. They want 3 seconds of McGeorge. The Bethel bench does. They don't get it. McGeorge puts it up. No, battles, gets her own rebound. McGeorge foul. That's just nothing but pure hustle that time. Madison Shepard on the bench down there liked it. Stacy and Jeff. And Reed might be watching tonight. I'm not sure if he's playing tonight. 2,500 points he scored in his high school career.
That's impressive. Ryan Roberts picks up the foul, her 3rd.
North Laurel County High School. A 3, nope, no good. And the rebound, though, boy, a nice hustle that time by Lake, but couldn't come up with it. Right now, the Lady Tigers from three-point land, 1 of 10. And that's like the Cats last night in College Station. The Bethel Ball Club, 5 of 17. Bethel really struggled at Cumberland the other day. Working with it will be Bryant. Millie moves in, can't shoot. Has to get out of there. Fouls the 3. Nope, front rim, no. Gets her own rebound. Just battling. Got that rebound. Great play out to Millie. Her 3's on the way. Good. Great hustle by Faust. Set that up.
That's great, and I'm not sure what happened. Lauren Lee hit the floor down there right before Faust attempted her 3-pointer. And a little gap in the defense that time, and Bethel makes them pay.
They go back door to Lake. Nice pass that time by Lee, but she couldn't convert as Bethel got back on her. Now we're in a 3-point shooting barrage. That shot put up no good by Boyle. Rebound, though, coming up with it will be McGeorge down low. Faust tries to reach in there and help. Mickey Head blocked that basketball.
Nice job, Mickey. Hand straight up, no foul, Bethel ball.
42-26, 6:08. Callan Howard across the timeline between the circles. Guarded out there by Pritchard. Outstanding defensive player. Both about the same speed, to be honest with you. Here's Head with it. Head thought Ryan Roberts was going to go back door and threw it away. Turnover on the Cats. Only number 3. Can't complain about that. Mara in the game. Taylor in the game. We mentioned Mara off the bench in that second stanza. How about Taylor off the bench in the second stanza?
Well, she played well. 2 points, but 4 rebounds. 1 for 2 from the floor. A nice job. She gets back in at the 5:54 mark in the third quarter, and Bethel has a 16-point lead. It's 42-26.
Roberts and Head out of the game, getting a rest. Nothing they did wrong. The lovely Bethel cheerleaders down in the end zone down there. Working with it now will be Calvert. Calvert cross court. They swing it over there to Lee. They want to go inside. They do. Down there is Wilkes. Wilkes with a left-handed jumper. No, didn't come close. Out of bounds. Bethel's ball. Wilkes had the position that time. Shoots 60%, but Clay, she misfired badly that time, didn't she?
Well, I know you commented on Campbellsville, and certainly we don't want to sell short the difference in this Campbellsville squad that we're playing tonight, personnel issues and health and those types of things. But Campbellsville is missing some high percentage shots, and credit the great defense by Bethel that they've played. You mentioned it earlier, but the Lady Wildcats really doing what they need to do.
Left
here in this
elbow
game.
Taylor to Bryant. Bryant out between the circles. Faust cuts through, tries to give her a screen, really doesn't. Here's Mara. Shot clock down to 8, down to 7. Got to hurry. Millie looking out to Mara. Mara from right in front of me, and an air ball. Bethel did not handle that possession very well at all, and you can credit some of that with Campbellsville's stout defense. Working out between the circles. Lee. They're working on the left wing over here to Pritchard. Pritchard to Calvert. Calvert, Bethel back in that zone right now. Boy, Campbellsville struggling right now for an offensive identity, to be honest with you. Here's Pritchard driving in and got it. Who do you go to when you're struggling? You go to one of your seasoned players, Pritchard, redshirt junior from Byrdstown, Tennessee. 42-28. Lead down to 14. You know Campbellsville's going to make a run or two, don't you, Clay?
Oh, absolutely. It's just, can Bethel withstand it?
Bryant moves in from about 13, shot at 12. Rebounds controlled by Campbellsville. They go the other way, 4-19. They look a little winded in that second stanza late. Let's see how they hold up here. Short-handed tonight. Calvert with it. Calvert drives in. Left elbow. Nowhere to go. Out here to the open shooter. The 3 is there. A big shot there by Sarah Sutton. 42-31. She's from Scottsville, Kentucky. I think that's the home of the Dollar General. I think it is. 42-31, 3:54. Working with it, Bryant. Big possession, you feel like, right now. Campbellsville trying to get it down to single digits. Faust drives in the paint, missed it. Ball tipped out of there. Mara comes up with it. Mara will put it on the floor. Mara will go back in. Foul. She'll shoot 2. Mara hits the deck. A very aggressive play by Mara, the Bowling Green, Kentucky native, and transfer from David Liscombe. Media timeout. 3:43 left. Bethel right now down to 11 the lead. 42-31. We're back. Ginger talking to the official about something down there to our left. Campbellsville fans not happy. Bethel fans right behind me not happy. We're happy, though. We'll take a 30 back after this. Stay with us. We're back here at Crisp Arena, where Bethel has been very good through the years, 136-23. Some of those 23 losses are to this team, though, 5 of them, as a matter of fact. In McKenzie, Campbellsville is 5-2 in the series. They lead at 14-2, and right now, though, Bethel on the upper hand of this one, 42-31, 3:43 left in the third. Clay Cottom.
Campbellsville has it as close as they've been in a while since the second quarter. In fact, about the midpoint of the second quarter with this 11-point deficit, 3:43 to go in the third quarter. Bethel shooting 40% from the floor. The Lady Cats have hit 6 3-pointers. Campbellsville 31% from the floor. They've hit 2 3-pointers. Both of them have come here in the third quarter, and that can get you back in the game in a hurry.
Not a ton of free throws. Campbellsville 5 of 7. Bethel 4 of 5. Rebounds. Bethel on the short end of that, 24-20. When the Lady Cats out-rebound their opponents, they're 8-0. When they lead at halftime, ladies and gentlemen, they're 9-0, and they led here tonight at halftime. Will that stand? Mara, free throw shooter, 87%. Free throw up, good. Outstanding free throw shooter, Bowling Green, Kentucky native. If Bethel can get to the tournament, she'll go home to play in front of her folks, I'm sure. 43-31 in the tournament anyway. Mara, this one crawls in. Doesn't matter. It goes in. in the game. Here is Faith Lake out of the game. Calvert. Ginger's done all she can do, those rotations, to try to keep some fresh legs.
Well, I knew Coach Colvin would get it solved, and she's put a lot of different combinations on the floor tonight, just trying to get that chemistry and the right five on the floor. Talented team.
You've seen a handful of coaches follow Legends and be successful. 3, deep left, there. That's a second 3 of this stanza by Sarah Sutton from Scottsville. Transfer from Murray State. It's 44-34, and here come the Lady Tigers. You feel the momentum slipping a little bit. Of course, Joby Hall passed away recently, followed Adolph Rupp. You've seen a handful follow Legends, but Ginger has followed Donna Wise. And here's a play underneath, and Campbellsville takes it away. Of course, she followed Donna, who's an Hall of Famer. You mentioned dedicated the court when Bethel was up there to her. Working with it now will be Lake. Lake drives left of the key. Can't shoot. Big possession. In the paint. Shot. Stripped away. Lee had it taken away. Here come the Cats. Faust the other way. Faust will fly it out here to Millie Bryant. Millie will move in. Millie, it calls in. Big bucket for Bethel.
Bethel needed something. They had come up empty on 3 of their last 4 possessions, and a nice job by Millie Bryant.
Averaging 14, leading Bethel in scoring. Ryan Roberts right on her heels, but 7 in the quarter, 11 in this one. 46-34. That was a big, big possession. Ball taken away, loose. Knocked away. Now in the backcourt, Pritchard will go get it for Campbellsville. And Coach Nelson wants to know why the shot clock was reset. And I agree with him. They're going to change that. They put 22 back up there, so they'll have to change that. Good coaching by Coach Nelson, knowing that and seeing that. And timeout on the court. Not sure who called it at this point. That might be even the officials talking over.
Yeah.
But maybe not a timeout. They're just letting the officials talk it over.
That's right. They are conferring to decide what to do with the shot clock. Morrow knocked it away, but was unable to save it inbounds to her team. Campbellsville came up with it.
Neither team called a timeout. Coaches were looking for a immediate timeout. And 2:14 left here. We're going to keep it here again, Clay. And Mara's going to come out of the huddle with Roberts, Head, Howard, and Bryant. Bethel's led by as many as 16. They trail by as many as 1. And after all the pregame things we talked about, there's been a decent crowd in here right now.
There is. Good to see a nice crowd of students to my right. Of course, the Renaissance Regiment Pep Band and the Bethel Cheer Squad here tonight as well.
Inbounds pass. Campbellsville gets it inside offensive court to Pritchard. Getting it back will be Lee. And what do we have? A foul, I think.
Kickball as Ryan Roberts.
We were screened here. Apologize. Campbellsville probably has the largest traveling crowd you'll see year in, year out.
They have a nice crowd here, too. I should have mentioned that, but you're exactly right.
Working with now Pritchard. They love their basketball, and Campbellsville KY. God's Country, but even closer to the other God's Country, Lexington KY. Down low, here's Wilkes, nowhere to go. They go out to Pritchard. Pritchard, this is the time when seasoned veteran like her, she or Lake can take over a game. Pritchard, nice pass down to Wilkes, back to Pritchard. Pritchard will drive in the paint. Pritchard puts it up. Partially blocked, I thought, but he goes in anyway.
What a shot at the end of the shot clock.
That's the kind of player she is, 46-36. She's one of the best, I think, in the league, no doubt. Doesn't wow you with great athleticism, but she just wows you with basketball skills and just smart. Out to Howard with it between the circles. There was never any panic in that possession by Pritchard. Here's Head with it. Head gives it to Roberts. Roberts pulls up from 12, shot at 13. Rebound control by Campbellsville. They can cut it to single digits with 1:20 in the third. Working with it now out front is Lee. A 3 up, it's there, and Sarah Sutton has come off the bench and hit 3 straight threes. My goodness, Sutton shoots 30% out there. Bethel better know where she is. It's 46-39, and here come the Tigers. They're roaring back.
That's 4 threes in the quarter for Campbellsville, and that's the reason they trail only by 7 back to single digits.
The other by Boyle, which was a big one. Howard, Ryan Roberts a 3. You could tell when he left. Air ball, rebound Pritchard. 1 and done for the Cats. 43 seconds. Sutton the other way. She sneaks behind everybody. Missed a shot, though, and the rebound is controlled by Morrow. And now what do we have? Jump ball, and it's going to be Campbellsville's ball. Tigers, you knew they'd have a run. It's come right here in the third. Morrow's going to come out of the game. And in for her will be Faust. McGeorge is going to come back in for the Tigers. 7-point game. The lead at one time was 39-26, 17. What was it?
Campbellsville, well, I was going to say in the third quarter, Campbellsville has outscored Bethel 25-13 to this
That's
point.
been the big key, yeah. Remember Bethel, when they lead at half, undefeated at 9-0, but right now that lead, they've got to protect it here. Bethel crowd sitting back on their hands a little bit right now. 46-39, 22 game clock, 15 shot clock. Pritchard had the wide open 17-footer. No, missed it. Boy, did Bethel dodge a bullet there. My goodness. Pritchard shoots 47% from the field. 46-39. This is the biggest possession of the game for Bethel. Foul, step back, deuce, in and out. Tough break. Rebound McGeorge with 4, with 3, with 2. Backcourt Lee. Front court Pritchard. 3. Good if it goes. It's partially blocked. We're at the end of 3. Ginger Coleman likes what she sees with that run by the Tigers. They're shorthanded, but they're not short on will and talent. 46-39. We'll be back. A 1-minute break. See who's going to win this, Donnybrook. Stay with us on the Bethel Basketball Network.
Well, we're set for the fourth quarter here, and I want to correct something I said a moment ago. I misspoke. It was actually a 20-13 mark at which Campbellsville outscored Bethel in the third quarter. Campbellsville outscores the Lady Wildcats by 7. And they're in the third, a big quarter for the Tigers, and it's back to single digits, 7 in fact, as we begin the fourth quarter, 46-39 Bethel.
Ryan Roberts to Millie Bryant. Millie fakes the pass and blocked. Late took it right out of midair, and nothing but a block. It wasn't even close to being a foul. Working with it now will be Campbellsville down to our left. Working out to McGeorge. McGeorge on the right wing to Sutton. They get out of her face this time. Here's McGeorge with it. 7-point game with 9.5 left in the game. Regulation anyway. Here's a drive. Nice fake and a nice move. And the shot is up and it is there. And knocking it in is one Maddie Boyle. Kentucky Wesleyan transfer. And Clay, she faked the pass out and did a great job, drove in and got the foul, and the foul is going to be on Jenna Faust.
Boyle circled Faust. Faust unable to keep up with her, had to commit the foul.
Well, the Lady Cats playing shorthand without Hume, but right now, even more shorthanded, the Campbellsville Lady Tigers are on their way back, 46-42. It hadn't been this close since you looked all the way back at 9-5. 46-42, 9:15 left in the game. Mickey Head, someone's got to step up for Bethel and hit a big shot. Mickey drives in the paint, puts it up. Banks, no. Rebound McGeorge. Bethel's gone cold now. Cooling off, and the Tigers are seizing the opportunity. Working front court. Driving up underneath, can't shoot. They go out here to Lake. Back over now to the very active Boyle, and what do we have? Boyle
stepped out of bounds.
The Campbellsville bench, I'm not sure, agrees with that call.
The 9th turnover of the game for Campbellsville. Bethel's turned it over just 3 times. 8:55 to go in the game. Bethel up by 4, 46-42.
Sutton, Lake, Boyle, McGeorge. And who did I miss? Lauren Lee. Cats have Taylor in the game with Head, Faust, Ryan Roberts, and Millie Bryant. Roberts, oh my goodness, Faust had the wide open layup and passed over to Head and threw it 4 feet from her. Out of bounds, turnover on the Lady Cats. So the teams exchange turnovers, and it's getting a little antsy in here right now, isn't it?
It is, coming out of those, out of the timeout rather between the quarters. I think that based on what the coaches discussed, emotions and nerves may be on edge here as we start the fourth quarter.
Working with it. Lee, deep left. They go to Lake. Lake lays it up and in. Lake with a nice drive.
Yeah, nice baseline drive.
Folks, it's a 2-point game, 46-44. This is why they're number 3 in the country. And probably going to stay right there in that top 1, 2, or 3 all year, no matter how short-handed they may be. Here's Faust driving in. Faust will put it up, put it in. Big bucket by Jenna Faust. Bethel moves it back to a 4-point game. The other way is Boyle wearing Jeff Shepard's number 15. They look inside. They go to McGeorge. McGeorge puts it up. Head may have fouled her. Got away with it. We'll take it, though, if you're a Bethel fan. Working this way will be Bryant. There's a lot of contact there, but no whistle. 48-44. The Cats move back to 4-point game. Faust thought about it. Faust behind the back. Faust is going to drive in. Faust will put it up. Faust missed it. Tough break. Taylor knocks that ball away. Ryan Roberts has it. Roberts puts it up off the glass. No good. Battle for the rebound, and Campbellsville has it. They go the other way, and dissecting her way is Lee. Lee in the front court to the trailer. Sutton block, and it's going to be loose, and Millie Bryant comes up with it. Great block by Taylor. Guy up there on Sutton that time. Millie a 2-on-2. Millie will drive in. Millie can't shoot. Millie will reverse. Put it up. No. And a rebound, Campbellsville. Ashton Hume's going to come in the game. Bad back and all. The other way will be Boyle, and timeout, Ginger Colvin. Racehorse basketball right now, 48-44. Hang on to your hat. Grab a cookie and a glass of milk. We're going to go to the wire apparently now. 48-44. Bethel 16-point lead down to 4 with 7-11. Back after this 30. Stay with us.
A 4-point game here at Crisp Arena with 7:11 remaining in this contest. Bethel leads 48-44 over the Campbellsville Lady Tigers. Bethel led 46-39 at the end of the third quarter, just under 3 minutes of gameplay ago. And since then, Campbellsville has outscored Bethel 5-2 to sort of pick up where they left off at the end of the third quarter. But a big basket there by Bethel as they did score to remain up by 4. Let's look at the team stats real quick. Bethel 35% from the floor, 6 of 21 from three-point. For Campbellsville, 36% from the floor, and they've hit 4 three-pointers this half of 14 total attempts in the game, 29%. Rebounds, Campbellsville has the advantage there at 32-24. Turnovers, Campbellsville with 9, Bethel with 4. And it'll be Campbellsville ball coming out of the media timeout. Bethel up by 4.
7-11 left, 24 seconds on the shot clock. Ginger calling the timeout. That might have been just to give her kids a little bit of a rest there leg-wise, short-handed as they are. Late with it. They go high post, Pritchard. Pritchard dribbles across the top of the key, bounces it right wing, and losing the basketball is Lee. Lee lost it. A big hello also to another good Campbellsville buddy of mine, Kevin Burkhead, big Cowboy fan. He's not happy with the boys the other day, but he's got a streak right now going, Clay. You met him during football.
I did.
Of, man, that thing's 300 or 400, I think, now that he's never missed a game there with the Campbellsville Tigers doing those stats. 48-44, great guy, too. Big UK fan like me. Here's Millie Bryant with it. You're a UK fan. You're a friend of mine. Here is Ryan Roberts with the left hand. No. Taylor with a rebound. Taylor back up. Yes, Taylor! What a play, Clay caught him.
Taylor did a great job pulling down the rebound and going back up strong.
50-44, 6:28. Both teams putting it all out there right now. The old cliche. Hume going in there with a bad back for Bethel. Here's Pritchard with it. Pritchard left elbow. Can't shoot. Swings it right wing. Driving in there now is Lee. Lee nowhere to go. Works out here now. Crossover dribble by Boyle. Boyle been very active here in this quarter. Boyle will drive in, put it up. No foul on Millie Bryant. And Boyle's going to shoot too. Boyle, we'll double check our stats. I have her only 44% from the free throw line. I'd be shocked if she misses these. Head will come in. By the way, McGeorge comes in and Wilkes goes out. Hume's going to come out bad back and all, and then for her will be Mickey Head getting the rest.
Boyle 1 of 1 at the line tonight.
50-44, that active fan we always see back here. He's active again tonight. Boyle up, yes.
Came in a little early tonight for the women's game.
Yeah, he did. He's normally here just for the men. Even though he's a Bethel fan, he's got one of the more annoying voices you'll ever hear. To the line again. Boyle, I'd have to double check that 44% in the line. I may have written down the wrong thing. My goodness. Nailed them both there, didn't you?
She did.
It is 50-46, 4-point game. With 6 minutes left of the game. Faust with it. Head trying to spring Ryan Roberts on the screen that time, couldn't do it. Telling Taylor to go out and set the screen for Millie. Good defense right now by Campbellsville. Nowhere to go. Millie out to head. Mickey drives in. Out to Millie. The three on its way. No! Tough break. Taylor gets that rebound. May have gone over the back. Bethel will take that. They go out to Faust. Faust has the open lane through the pass and deflected out of bounds by Campbellsville. You'd almost like to see Faust take that shot, to be honest with you. There's too many bodies to try to pass it through, Clay.
Driving down the right side of the lane, I thought she had thrown it away. I didn't see the deflection, but it was last touched by Campbellsville, and Bethel catches a break there with the ball under their basket.
50-46. You talk about premier programs in this country. Head drives in against McGeorge. Got it! You talk about premier programs. You look at the Campbellsvilles. I'll put Bethel there as well, but you look at Campbellsville's, Carroll, Vanguard. Here's a shot up, no good, not close that time. That time put up by, was that Lee that put it up? But there's about 8 or 10 programs I could say, and boy, they're all premier programs year in, year out. We mentioned a couple of them just then. Westmont, I could go on. Freed Hardeman through the years. Faust tries to drive against Pritchard. Pritchard, great defense. Out to Millie, thought about the three. 10 on the shot clock, they go to Taylor inside. Taylor squares from 14, got it! Taylor with 2 big buckets.
Nice job by Taylor with a catch and shoot 14 feet from the basket, and Bethel's lead back to 8.
Boy, how about that? A little used until the Freed Hardeman game. Kylie Taylor from nearby Lexington, Tennessee, West Tennessee, and she's put Bethel back up 8. Into McGeorge, throws it away. Bethel collapsed on it, and it's going to be over and back. And the officials, oh my. No, the officials say it was tipped. It was not tipped, guys. Well, Bethel got a bad break there that time. I don't think that ball was tipped at all. They go out here now, Campbellsville trying to take control of the opportunity, but they let the shot clock run out. Clay, I thought they missed it. It turned out to be okay for for Bethel because Campbellsville got caught not knowing what time was on the clock.
Well, that's the break that it ended up going Bethel's way with a shot clock violation after the ball was deflected out of bounds and no over and back call. But Bethel basketball.
Guess who's about to come back in the game? Sarah Sutton's about to come back in. 54-46. Ginger got her down for a couple of minutes, got the legs refreshing. Bethel out to Ryan Roberts. Roberts drives. Roberts from 14, shot at 13. The rebound controlled by Campbellsville. Trying to get it up to 10 again, but now it's down to 8. Campbellsville can cut into it. They go into McGeorge. McGeorge blocked by Head. Head's had the better end of that. Ginger not happy, squawking at the official across the way. She thought it was too much contact. 54-46, 3:36. Ginger really upset. I can't say that I blame her. Here's Head with it. 3:30 left. Was a lot of contact when they played.
This game has become more physical in the fourth quarter.
Chris Nelson says, what are you talking about, Diamond Dave? Here's Millie with it. It has become physical. Faust with it. Faust, a step back three. No. Boy, it looked good when he left. It was right in front of us, a tad too hard. 54-46. We approach the 3-minute mark. Working with it now will be Lee. They thought Bethel's bench thought she'd travel. I think she may have. Working in the left corner, open shot late. No. Rare miss for that young lady. And Taylor comes down the rebound, and what do we have? A foul on Campbellsville. Ginger still working that official over there. In the game, Sutton. Out of the game will be Faith Lake. Timeout, Ginger Carvin. She wants to talk to the official a little bit more about the no call a moment ago when she thought Head fouled her great player, McGeorge. She's out on the court talking to him right now. Clay, let's keep it here. It's too exciting to send back. Tom, we'll get caught up on our commercial commitments later. Well, I wish Matt and the gang had made it, but they missed a big one here. And couldn't help it. They've been sick. But, Clay, your thoughts. What does Bethel have to do to close this thing out?
Well, since Campbellsville cut it to 4 at 48-44, Bethel's on a 6-2 run to jump back in front by 8 at 54-46. Just one tick under 3 minutes left at 2:59 on the clock. And for Bethel, I like the way they've played the last minute or two of this game. They've got to keep it up here and close out because, you know, Campbellsville, with this timeout, Coach Colvin, they're going to find enough left here for this last 3 minutes to make another run. Bethel's just got to withstand them.
Everything okay on our dials? You couldn't hear him? All right. We're making sure the audio. Clay was on doing the bit there. 54-46, 2:59 left in the game. Greg Akers has enjoyed this one in his front row seat over there. He pays big bucks for those. Larry Girardi and Rita listening tonight down near the river. Appreciate that. Miss Peggy listening over in Jackson. Getting daughter Laura hopefully comfortable at the hospital very early this morning. And it's been a very sad day for a lot of us. longtime color man with me. I've had a lot of them. I can honestly say, Clay, not just because you're with me, but I can honestly tell you that I've never had a color man on high school, and I do all those. Got another one tomorrow night. You do too, but never had a color man I didn't like. And one of the more likable of all the likables was a guy named Lee Hayes. Died today at 61 years of age. Had a stent put in a couple of days ago. Came home yesterday and died this morning. And our thoughts and prayers with Mary Grace, with Ben, his mom Shirley, his lovely kids, and the entire Trenton Peabody family. He was my color man with Trenton Peabody for a long time. I'm going to really miss him. My son called me today and was crying. Here's Millie Bryant with it, out to Faust. Bethel running the motion offense. 15 seconds left in the game, in regulation anyway. Bethel by 8. They've led by as many as 16. Campbellsville's led early by 1. Faust has the lane. Faust layup. Bethel got what they wanted, and she hits it.
That's right. Well, I was going to say Bethel just can't turn it over, have good possessions, and that time Jenna Faust converts.
Calvert the other way up. No, Faust. She'll shoot too. Calvert, boy, Campbellsville relentless. They moved it right back down the court. Couldn't get it to go. The 10-point lead in jeopardy now. And I'll be honest with you, there was really good execution by Bethel's offensive unit, but Tigers sort of went a little flat-footed on that possession, didn't they?
Well, they did, and Bethel ran nearly 30 seconds off the clock, got the 2 points. Campbellsville back in a hurry, and Calvert's going to be at the line.
Kaywood Lefford, the greatest person that ever put on a headset, used to make me nervous when he'd say, Ralph, the Cats went flat-footed, 56-46.
Calvert yet to score in this game. This is our first trip to the free throw line.
To the line again, Calvert. Eyes the mark. Missed them both. She's just a 28% free throw shooter. And missed those, and now taken away. Head had it taken away by Lake. Great play. Campbellsville has new life. They're down by 10. Driving in, forcing her way in. Up, no. Great move that time by Lee. And the heart of this Campbellsville team, like the Bethel team, just like Bethel did at Cumberland the other day. They fought with heart as much as they did with talent. And this Campbellsville team doing just that, and they'll not be denied. Lee to the line to shoot free throws. An 80% free throw shooter. I mentioned Calvert, didn't mention her. She's 67. I was wrong earlier. Maddie Boyle, I said 44. She's actually a 57% free throw shooter. Academic at this point. Free throw there. She'll try again, trying to cut it to 8. And in and out. They've missed 3 of the last free throws. How big will that be?
Wow. Well, big when you're down by 9.
56-47. Bryant across the timeline. Bounce pass. Roberts. Bethel should be in no hurry here unless they get something wide open. Use the clock a little bit. It's their advantage. The enemy of the Campbellsville Tigers. Number 3 in the country. Coming in tonight, 16-1. Only road loss. Thomas Moore. 3 up. Faust. No. Rims. Rebound. Ryan Roberts. And Chris Nelson says, bring it back out here. That was Howard and Roberts teaming up that time. Faust out there guarded tightly by Boyle. Faust probably fouled by Boyle, and she does.
Bethel has 6 offensive rebounds in this game, and Dave, it seems like each one of those 6 has come at a crucial time. That time, the Lady Wildcats pull it down, able to extend the possession, and after the foul, they'll have it sideline inbound with 1:39 to go, up 9.
Only the second foul, so they got 2 more to give. Ginger, knowing that, she told Boyle that a moment ago. Bryant almost walked. Out to Howard, the freshman. Howard works in. Shot clock down to 9, down to 8, down to 7. Bryant with it. Bryant with a step back 3. There! Boy, what a big shot by the senior from Dresden, Millie Bryant. She is now 11th in scoring, surpassing Tina Carter earlier in this game. 59-47, and Campbellsville throws it away. 1:11 left, and it's looking better right now for the Lady Cats.
Bethel with a double-digit lead, up 12 with just over a minute to play after that big three-pointer.
I have 14 by Millie. She had needed 4 to go to 11th all-time scoring. Faust with it. Tina Carter. And now here's in the corner. Bethel brings it out to Faust, and the Lady Cats about to pull a big upset. You know, I know they're shorthanded, but anytime you beat Campbellsville, you've beaten one of the best. You'll take it. Bethel's been a little shorthanded, too. Roberts with it. Roberts will drive in with a left-hand circus shot. Good by Ryan Roberts.
That time she goes to her left, and what a finish.
A much-needed win for Chris Nelson's ball club. We mentioned lost 5 of the last 6. And taking on number 3 in the country, and they've taken them toe-to-toe. Campbellsville with it. Out to Lake. Lake's 3, yes. 61-50. Down to 25 seconds. Faust in the front court. Bethel just running some clock. I don't think Campbellsville at this point is going to even foul. Working with it, left wing will be Faust. Faust to Millie Bryant. Millie just inside the circle. Shot clock. And game, well, the shot clock is basically off. Down to 4, down to 3, down to 2. And Ginger will be the first to congratulate Chris Nelson on a big win here tonight. They embrace it midcourt. The best of the best, Ginger Colvin. But tonight, it's Bethel's night. 61-50, your happy final. We'll take a 2-minute break. We'll be back.